So this guy was on our radio show earlier this week. I always pin him as being 60 to 90 days ahead of the media. Here you can see him on our screen getting in a helicopter and touring San Diego. Wall Street Journal ranked him #1 out of all the realtors in our marketplace here. He's regularly featured in Premier Magazine, Pacific Magazine, and on the Craig Sewing radio show on KCBQ. So it's always an honor to have Kurt Wannebo on the show. Kurt, good to have you.
Craig, thanks for having me again.
All right, so let's get back into what we talked about on radio this week, 2014. Give us a recap.
As far as the market's concerned,
sure.
We probably saw about a 5 to 6% appreciation for the whole year. So it was a decent year. Overall, as far as our team's concerned, we had a phenomenal year yet again, sold close to about another 120 properties. But most of our business focusing on the 92130 zip code, a good thing occurred. The numbers came out from the MLS, and actually we ended up being ranked #1 in that zip code out of all of the agents that do work in that area.
So it's important people understand that, how many deals was it last year?
About 120.
Okay, so that's a lot. So a lot of deals closed last year, focusing in 92130,
right.
Carmel Valley being a big part of that area. But you guys obviously cover all of San Diego as well because you have a pretty healthy team. Carmel Valley, what's going on there?
Well, right now the year started with a bang. I would say as far as January 2nd started, as soon as that day occurred, the phone started ringing off the hook, predominantly from buyers who were out there looking and started writing offers right away on a lot of the properties that we had. So the market's taking place as we speak. The season started, things are happening, and it's moving very quickly.
I imagine where we just talked about interest rates, that's probably pretty helpful when it comes to spurring some activity. Now, on the radio show, you said you thought that people might be hesitating, waiting for that spike. You think the spike might increase?
Well, I feel that there's a buyer base out there of buyers that are waiting to enter the market, and nothing's pushing them right now. But as soon as interest rates do move, if they do tick up at all, I feel that there will be a surge of buyers that do come along pretty quickly.
So the 92130 area, the zip code, obviously, and that doesn't just cover just Carmel Valley, but
right.
You guys came in #1.
Yeah, we
right?
have do you have a slide for that?
Yeah, we actually are going to show it here. So you guys were #1 out of the top 50 agents. There you are right there, and there are some of the numbers. There's interesting categories here. You won on production levels and everything else, but what I like to focus on is the sales price ratio.
Right.
Explain what that means, because if anything, if you're looking to sell a house, I don't know of too many numbers that are more important. People might be impressed by the 120 deals or the #1, but the reason I think that anyone who lists their home is to get top dollar. Explain how that works.
Well, yeah, so it's interesting. We actually ranked #1 for not only transactions for the year in 2014, but of all the 809 agents that actually participated and did a transaction in that year, we actually had one of the highest career sales price ratios. And for the year, just that year, of all the agents, we also had the highest sales price ratio. And essentially what that is a metric that measures real estate agents. It measures how well they market a property, it measures how well they negotiate a property, and it measures how well they price a property. And it essentially tells you, comparatively with agents, how well they can sell your home and how likely they are to statistically achieve your goal and objection as far as what your price is that you're looking for.
So how much, you just mentioned price.
Right.
How important is it to get the price right, and then how do you bridge the gap between the price that somebody wants to sell their home for versus what's realistic and what the market demands? I guess that we're going from market to marketing. So
yeah.
The market versus the marketing on
pricing's one thing, and I have a whole 3 different strategies in regards to how you can price a home, and I let my clients determine how they want to price it. But from there, ultimately in the end, whoever's listing the property has to market and do so extensively to bring in the most amount of buyers so that you can hopefully have competing offers, and from there drive the price up. So that's a big part, marketing, driving buyers, getting offers to getting a higher price, and negotiating all that through that process to helping people get the highest and best price.
All right, so you guys just dominated another year. It's funny you mentioned the 92130 zip code having how many that participated? 800 and...
About 809 agents did transactions in that zip code last year.
All right, keep in mind, Wall Street Journal ranked him #1. That's 17,000 real estate licenses. So let's not let modesty get in the way of what's really going on with Kurt's team here. Now, you're doing something cool for the community.
Yeah, now this is something that I'm really excited about. Because we ended up being #1 in the zip code, which is where we do the predominant amount of our business, about 40% of it, we are actually celebrating and giving back to the community that has been so kind to us. So one of the things that we are doing from now until April, we are holding a contest. And what we're going to be doing is giving away to one particular lucky seller the opportunity where we will come in and actually list their home for free. We'll either do that, or if they prefer, we will take the proceeds from, or the commissions from the sale, and we will donate it to a charity of their choice. So this is an opportunity to give back to the community. People can enter the contest. There's a couple things going on. People have asked me, are there any price limitations to this? The answer to that is no. With an average price in this zip code of $1,050,000, you can determine that's probably about $25,000 to $30,000 worth of commissions. However, there are homes up to $10 million in this zip code. And if they're one of the lucky winners, they will actually get to sell their home for free. We will do our complete and full marketing piece on that, and we won't charge them a dime, or we will take the proceeds and donate it to a charity of their choice.
So we actually have a unique website for that. This is, I think, your main website, correct? Or is this actually,
no, this is a website where you can go and actually enter the contest. So we created a website which is simply 92130freelistingcontest.com, and you can go there and enter. All you have to do is simply give us your name, your contact information, and your property address. It has to be in that zip code. So this is simply for this particular...
You got to be in 92130.
You don't have to live there, but it can be an investment property. Some people ask me, well, I have multiple properties. Can I enter in multiple times? Absolutely. It's one entry per property.
Okay.
So what we plan to do is acquire, everybody can enter the contest up until April, and then I am going to come back and announce live on the air at your show when I come back here in April who the winner is. So they're going to get their name or their address revealed, and we're going to come in and actually list and sell their home for free.
So on your screen right now, you can actually see the website to get registered. Just for the sake of being able to make it easy on you, if you're not writing this down quick enough, Kurt's website is brokerkurt.com. You can also go there, email Kurt through the website, brokerkurt.com. I guess my question is this. So I would imagine anybody who's tuned in right now that has a 92130 property is at least going to reach out and connect with you. Or if you know somebody that does, it just makes sense. How do you win the contest?
Well, it's going to go into a bowl, and we're going to be here, like I said, on April, and we're going to pull somebody's name out.
We're just going straight to the bowl.
That's the bowl or whatever. Yeah,
perfect. So we'll draw names from a hat, and that potentially is going to lead to
some people ask
thousands of dollars saved or donated to a charity.
Or a charity, and people ask me, well, is this real? Are you really going to do this?
Yeah, what's the catch?
What's the catch? Well, first, is this real? Yes, this is real. Obviously, I wouldn't be here on television announcing that I'm going to do something like this if it weren't real. There's going to be a follow-up to this. We're going to show everybody, and we want to have a huge success story from these clients to how we market it and how we were able to sell their homes. So there's going to be a strong follow-up to document that this is real.
Sure.
The why is, why are you doing this? Again, we just want to give back to the community that gave so much to us throughout the year and let us help so many clients through that zip code. We wanted to give something back. And the last question people ask is, what's the catch? There is no catch. I do a lot of business. I'm very grateful and thankful for that each year. There isn't any obligation. They don't have to sign any contract beforehand to enter the contest. They don't have to do another transaction with us in order to enter it. Plain and simple. We're going to draw the property out of a bowl, and if they're the lucky recipient and are willing to allow us to market, we're going to list the home for free for them.
Love it. Putting money where your mouth is on TV to all of our viewers here. And, I want to make a statement on your behalf. It's also because you genuinely appreciate all that you've done in Carmel Valley, and so it really is a gift to the community. And I don't know, over the years, I've probably interviewed thousands of realtors. It's the first time I've ever heard anyone offer a free commission. So pretty unique, and I certainly appreciate it for our show and the American Dream. If you're in 92130, reach out. Just makes sense. Even if you're not selling your home, you can get a free property valuation. Kurt's got a ton of resources at his website, brokerkurt.com. Always fun having him on the show and just learning what's really happening in the market versus some of the stuff you just see in the mainstream media. So, Kurt, always good to have you in here.